Chen-su Huang. I'm a 2017-2018 Fulbright Fellow. And this fall, I was hosted by the Ethnology Department at NCCU. And this spring, I'm hosted by Taiwan National University of the Arts. And last May, I graduated with my M.F.A. in Fiber and Material Studies from the School of the Art Institute of Chicago. So my project is to study Indigenous Atayal weaving to create a larger work of art inspired by this experience of learning to weave with the Atayal. And so in the fall, when I first got here, I was following a researcher, Hua from NCCU, around to different Atayal weaving villages in Nan'ao and Wulai. And through her, I met my weaving teacher, Sa'in Yura, whose Chinese name is Penghu Feng. And from her, I learned how to weave on the Indigenous backstrap loom. And then now I'm here at Taiwan National University of the Arts, working on translating this experience into an artwork. I'm also working on a translation project, and I'm sourcing quotes from the Indigenous community and translating their words from Mandarin into English, and then weaving the text into textile using the traditional pickup technique I learned from Sa'un and an alphabetized system that I've embedded in the warp. These quotes speak to a variety of issues concerning identity. So feeling yourself a part of something larger when weaving or singing and dancing. I think this is important because historically, Indigenous cultures have been suppressed and disenfranchised in Taiwan and all over the world. And I think specifically about how weaving was discouraged and then banned during the Japanese occupation of Taiwan from 1895 to 1945. And I think it's important to acknowledge this ugly and unjust history and try to correct the lingering consequences of history. And I think art and culture is one way to do that, to preserve and promote and respect Indigenous cultures and their histories of weaving. I think an especially memorable experience is the first time I went to my teacher Sa'in's house in Wulai, and we were sitting around the kitchen table, and she was telling me about how over 10 years ago she had hosted another English-speaking student, and this student's name was Mame Yoshimura. And it turns out that it was Yoshimura's 200-plus page graduate thesis that I had studiously consumed to write my Fulbright proposal 2 years ago. And so I was sitting right in front of this person that I had read so much about, and I didn't even realize that. So when we made that connection, she decided that it was fate and that she would agree that she would teach me how to weave on the backstrap loom. And in exchange, I would tutor her grandchildren in English. I think we now have a working relationship that will last beyond my time in Taiwan. And in September, I will be exhibiting her weavings in Vancouver at the Textile Society of America's symposium exhibition called The Social Fabric, Deep Local to Pan Global.